Hey, what's up, my mustaches, and welcome back to another top 3 for World of Warcraft. Today we're going to be discussing the top 3 things you should do before Legion. Now, these is going to help you get stuff ready for Legion. Also might give you some advice during each one of them too as well. So that's it, guys. Let's get right into it. And at number 3 is going to be useless buildings. And the reason why I put useless buildings at number 3 is because there's not that many useless buildings in this little location. Now, a lot of YouTubers would say that there is, but there's not, guys. You can make a lot of money in Legion off most of the buildings. Now, the thing is that what buildings I would go for is basically I would go for anything that makes me bags. For instance, Hex Week bags are still going to be worth a lot. Believe it or not, it will be, because the bags in the next expansion are worth a lot of money and they're too much to make. Now, you wouldn't make profit off the bags, and plus I think they're character bound. I don't know for sure. Now, that said, unless they bring another bag out that's 32 or something that's just a little bit more expensive but not too much, then maybe that will take over. But for now, Hex Week bags will be going for a lot. Now, stuff like that is what you want. Now, there's a little thing that a lot of people don't know, is that, to be honest with you, the Dwarven Bunker is one of the biggest passive gold maker. And you're probably wondering what I'm talking about. If you keep up with your garrison resources and actually use the Dwarven Bunker as basically to produce all the armor and the weapon for your followers, instead of using them on your followers since you don't need them no more, you're going to actually be able to sell them in stacks, and each stack goes around 350 to 400 depending on which one they are, and that's a lot of passive gold for nothing. Now, that said, I've done this already a lot and I made a lot of gold. You can make tons of gold every week just off of that. And also, you're going to want buildings like rush orders and so forth still up. Like, basically, you're going to want the mage tower. Mage tower is something good. You want to get rid of basically the barracks, because the barracks, yes, it gives you 5 more followers, but with the treasure missions being out, you don't need 5 more followers, so get rid of that. Now, that said, it's up to you what you want left, because other stuff, that profession buildings, you want to keep, you're going to want to actually keep basically the ones that have items that you can sell later on Legion, like for instance Hex Week bags, no armor ones. So if it's only armor and the weapons, like the blacksmith, you don't want blacksmith no more, because it's not going to really do anything for you no more, so you want to get rid of that. So just take that as a grain of salt, and let's move on to number 2. Alright, my mustaches, and at number 2 is going to be items like Champion's Honor. And the reason why I say that is because they're going to be useless in Legion, because basically conquest points and honor points are going to be removed from Legion. Now, that said, these are going to be way less in the last month, so sell them now if you can. Stuff like that is going to be useless, but if you actually have stuff like Medallions of Legion and so forth and everything for rep, those are going to be worth a little bit more, because people are not going to want to go and farm these. Now, if you have a lot of these, start selling them to new players, start selling them on the market. They're going to go up a little bit in value, or they actually might stay the same, to be honest with you, because it's going to be easier to go and farm these in WoD. Now, that said, the items like that is what you could keep, but items like Champion's Honor, get rid of them fast, because the PvP gear and everything are going away, which is sad to see, but you know what? A better PvP system means a better gameplay. Now, that said, let's move on to number 1. Alright, guys, and at number 1 is going to be materials that make gear for current expansion, not including bags, mounts, pets, etc. Everything else you really need to get rid of it. And the reason why I say that, if you don't, you're going to lose out on money. And because, to be honest with you, all the gear that you get in Start of Legion is going to be higher than the one you got here, unless you did mythic rating and you got, you know, Warforged 750, 780. Like, for instance, your ring is going to be worth a lot still, so you don't really need to get rid of your ring, but obviously you can't sell that. But anyways, the point is, your weapons, all the weapon stuff that you have, like let's say you have materials to make weapons, you need to get rid of that, because all the artifact stuff is going to be better, and you're going to actually have to use the artifact weapon anyways. Now, that said, there is some items at 101 that you're going to be able to get that's level 800. Now, you can't beat that in anything right now, other than maybe the ring is like close to it, but other than that, you're gonna be OP already. Now, you don't want to hold on to these. Trust me, guys. In August, before the release, in July, you're gonna see these prices skyrocket down, and the reason why is because people want to get rid of it. If you put them on the market right now and start getting stuff, you can sell these for cheap, or you can just sell them for medium price real fast, okay? And this will give you a lot of gold income for the next expansion. Now, if you do these 3 things that I said, you'll probably make some gold, or maybe you might not. It depends on your server, guys. And that's all about the auction house. The auction house is your market, and you need to do it. You need to find out what the point of your server is a great spot for you. Now, that's it, guys. I hope this actually helped you, and I hope you enjoy this video. And as always, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment. And I do apologize for it to be in a long top 3. And as always, stay stashy. Oh my gosh, comic, look at that outro. It's pretty amazing. What are you talking about? It's amazing. What are you? It's just a black screen. There is no outro here. Well, it's amazing. Just be quiet. You know, guys, just give a like and subscribe. Maybe just slap that, share button. That'd be awesome. But until we get an intro, this is gonna have to do. Oh my gosh, comic, again, you said intro. I'm gonna have to dislike your video because of that. Well, dude, stop disliking over stuff like that. Do you not like my content? I do sometimes, but just your outro is an outro, okay? It's not an intro, but until next time, I'll talk to you later in your next video. Well, okay, I guess. Well, everybody else give a like, please. This guy's a troll.